Should I record this video now or should I wait? That's the question. Let me record this. Let me get my thoughts out, and I'll debate whether I want to re-record this later on with my camera setup. Sometimes it's less important to have the right setup and more important to have the most authentic and genuine feelings and reaction to what's happening in the moment. And I want to be present here. Hopefully the audio quality is okay. Hopefully the video quality is okay. Hopefully you're not hearing any background noise. I'm in my car, sitting in a relatively empty parking lot, and my AC is going. So hopefully none of these things prove to be a barrier to the words, the message that I'm going to convey here. But I come to you in this specific video to let you know that I have been let go of my job. And the reason why I felt it necessary to record at this moment is just because I'm feeling a variety of emotions right now. This is nothing that it wasn't a surprise. I knew it was coming. Today just so happens to be my last day, but I actually found out on Monday. Now, it's a very complex story. Actually, it's not even really that complex, but it is interesting. So, first and foremost, this will be the first time in my life that I can remember being without a job for any period of time since I started working, which was at the age of 15. And I feel scared. I feel fear. I feel anger and frustration. I feel sadness. I feel a lot of things because I don't know what tomorrow holds. I don't know what tomorrow brings. I think I have one more paycheck coming in, and then after that, there is no steady flow of income. And the story goes that I have been working as a contractor for a relatively large insurance company. I work in the profession of UX, UI, product design, all of that, operating at the senior associate director level. And I decided to work for this company as a contractor because the idea for me was, rather than continue to navigate my career and accept roles with companies that may not necessarily be a great fit for me, and I say great fit for me because whenever you go and you get a job in any industry, right, I think it's important to make sure that the job is equally as good of a fit for you as you might be for that particular employer. You have just as much power and leverage in the situation. Well, maybe you don't necessarily have as much power and leverage, but you have as much of an option, and you should have an option. And a lot of times in interviews and mission statements and things that you read on the company's websites, or even talking to some of the employees at the company, you may not get a great sense of what you're walking into. And that doesn't even just speak to the company's core values and mission, but it also speaks to work practices and just barriers, impediments to the types of people that you're working with within your own department and across other departments. There's just so many factors that you have to consider when it comes to making a long-term commitment to an employer. And so I decided to become a contractor so that I would be afforded that privilege of being able to go in and really see if a company was a good fit for me, knowing that there's always the possibility that when you work for a company as a contractor, they could extend the opportunity to bring you on as a full-time employee. And my contract was initially supposed to run from late April 2023 through December 31st of 2023, which means I had all the way through until the new year for them to make some sort of decision. But in my spirit and with my level of knowledge and technical skill, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not hyping myself up, but I'm not bad. I'm pretty good. They decided to extend an offer to me much earlier than December 31st for an associate director level role. And based on some of the things I had experienced in the several months that I've been here, I could already feel in my spirit that the company wasn't going to be a good fit for me. It's no knock to the company. I just don't think they were as, willing to take risk, to innovate. They're a very risk adverse company. A lot of bureaucratic red tape to try to get through to get things done. Things just moving at a snail's pace. I mean, these are things that just didn't align with what I was looking for a long-term commitment to my next employer. So they extended this offer to me, and I weighed it out. I thought about it. I examined all of the details of the offer, be it salary, be it work location, benefits, all of that. And I just felt in my spirit it was time for me to be honest with myself and say no. I wasn't interested in the opportunity. I said it in the most respectful of ways, and I'm super appreciative of the opportunity, and I loved all the people that I worked with. I think they were wonderful, but I just didn't see it as being a long-term fit. And, I don't hold any grudges or gripes against this organization. But as soon as I turned down that offer, something in my spirit was telling me that my time would be coming to an end much sooner than December 31st. I didn't anticipate that it would be by the end of the following week. I informed them on Friday, after taking time to think about it, that I didn't want the role. And I was informed on Monday that my position would be cut, basically, due to budgetary reasons, right? I don't want to make too many assumptions or dig too deeply into that, but budgetary reasons was the excuse that was offered to me by my employer and my contract company. So as of today, I am no longer employed. I'm filming this video while I'm out. I'm running errands. And I wanted to go home and set this thing up and really make it crystal clear with my, Sony A6400 and my lens and my microphone and my lights. But honestly, as I'm moving around, I'm feeling just overwhelmed. And I have a lot of thoughts, right? First and foremost, if you're watching this video, don't tell my wife, because y'all are the first ones to know. And it's nothing against my wife. And if you see this, honey, please don't take any exception to it, because you're going to know. I'm going to tell you. I have to tell you. You're my partner in this life, and I know you got my back to the very, very end. But as a husband, as a father, it's very hard to come to terms with the idea that I've provided a quality of life for my family that this is all they've known, they're accustomed to. We do okay. We're not doing bad. And they've never had to really worry too much. And I don't want them to worry. I don't want them to start worrying. I don't want them to be fearful of what tomorrow holds. I don't want my kids to think about finances. I don't even really want my wife to think about them, but she's going to have to know, because we're a duo. We're a tag team, and I know she's going to prop me up, and I'm sure it'll be jarring for her in some respects, but we got to do what we got to do to make this thing work, to see it through, to get through whatever is in front of us. And it was much easier for me to film this video while I'm away from the house than to go home and try to sit in my office or try to sit in the driveway or in the backyard or something and try to record. It's just me, myself, and the trees right now, my car, whatever. And so that's the first thing, was just I needed the time and the space to just get this off my chest. And the next thing that I'm feeling is just I feel frustration in the highest regard. And it's not even with my employer, right? Because it's nothing personal, it's just business, right? This is just how life works. But I'm more frustrated with myself because I work in a tech field and I always have been aware of the idea that I don't have control over my financial stability and well-being. And a lot of people in the tech industry have experienced this over the past several years with tons of layoffs across companies and organizations of all shapes and sizes. And it's eye-opening and sobering when it comes your way. And part of me kind of feels like I needed to feel this so I can stop being so comfortable and complacent and not trying to build something or make something happen for myself. So I feel very flustered in that regard, that I kind of just sat on my ass all this time thinking everything was going to be all peaches and cream. And it could be if I continue to put myself in situations where I'm working for anybody, right? The older I get, the less I want to just work for anybody, the more, if I'm going to have a 9-to-5 job, I want to be in a company that has a product that reflects me, one that I use maybe on a regular basis, one that, is something that is impressive to me, something that I would want to be a part of to continue to build up. And that's no knock to none of the companies that I've worked with. I've actually worked with some really good ones. And, it would just be things at the companies that I know didn't jive with my long-term goals. And maybe that might be true of every company. I can't really say for sure. It can only speak specifically of the ones that I've worked at. Hopefully that's not the case. And I don't want to believe that. But what I do know I need to believe is I need to believe in myself. I need to trust in my ability. I need to trust in my talents, my skill sets, to be able to go out in this world and build something for myself so I never find myself in these circumstances ever again. And I know I'm fully capable, just like I know if you're watching this, you're fully capable as well. It's a lot easier to maybe contemplate and process what you're feeling by watching videos like this, because I've done the same. Even before I recorded this video, I watched at least or listened to 4 different I quit, I got laid off type videos. And it really kind of gave me the boost and motivation to just go on ahead and set my phone up and film this. But the facts remain the same. As of today at 4 p.m. Central Time, I am no longer gainfully employed, and I honestly don't have any other sources of income. No side hustle income, no passive income, no businesses, no stocks, no nothing. I've been wasting my time. And I pray that the walls don't collapse. But here's what I'm not going to do. I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit down and pity myself. I'm not going to loathe. I'm not going to try to build a channel around this particular circumstance, right? If I get views because of this, fantastic. But that's not where we land. What I'm going to do during this time until something works out, be it me finding another job or whatever, is I'm going to begin to build my own business. I am going to try to be of service to you. If you're watching this and you just so happen to be a designer in the product design, UI design, or UX design space, let me be an asset for you. I know there's a lot of channels out there that have great quality content. And sometimes I feel like I could do that, but sometimes I also don't feel like I know where to get started with that content. So I'm just going to start trying some things. If you all have questions about the profession, if you have questions about your portfolios, if you have questions about your resume, if you have questions about anything related to the field that I can help you with, please leave them in the comments of this video. I don't know if I'm going to do this on this particular channel. I may set up another channel to do this. I have a couple of names I've been throwing around in my mind. Either way, by the time this video goes up, I will have decided what avenue I want to use, what platform I'm going to leverage to speak to the UI, UX, and product design stuff. And I will link it in the description below. Sorry that I had to chop this up. Apparently I ran out of storage on my phone. But yeah, man, I'm not going to sit around and wait until I'm down to my last penny. I'm not going to sit around and wait for another job to be offered to me. I'm going to go out here and make something happen. And I feel like this is God's way and the universe's way of pushing me in a direction that I need to go, that I've been procrastinating in going towards for the longest of time. So anywho, man, that's it. Hopefully, if you're going through something similar, my encouragement to you would be, don't sit around, don't pout. I know myself. I don't know exactly when I'm going to relay this information, but I do know I need a moment to just breathe and step back and work my emotions out. But even during that time, I'm going to be working. I'm going to be hustling. I'm going to be trying to put something together. And my encouragement would be for those of you going through something similar to do the same. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to feel frustration. It's okay to feel all of the things. But this ain't the end. It's not over. Don't let the world win the fight. Stay in the fight, because the battle's not lost. You might lose the battle. You might have lost this battle, but the war is yours to win. Every day is a new day. Every breath is a new opportunity to work your way in a new direction and create opportunity for yourself. So anywho, man, that's it. If you watch this video to the end, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Be purposeful in everything you do. And until the next video, y'all take it easy. All right, peace out.